38 profound Leo Tolstoy quotes that will make you pause and reflect. Life, meaning, and faith. Everything that I understand only because I love. And all people live not by reason of any care they have for themselves, but by the love for them that is in the other people. Faith is the sense of life, that sense by virtue of which a man does not destroy himself, but continues to live on. It is the force whereby we live. So many men, so many minds, certainly so many hearts, so many kinds of love. If you want to be happy, be. Joy can only be real if people look upon their life as a service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness. Man lives consciously for himself, but is an unconscious instrument in the attainment of the historic, universal aims of humanity. Our body is a machine for living. It is organized for that. It is nature. Let life go on in it unhindered, and let it defend itself. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Without knowing what I am and why I'm here, life is impossible. Personal growth, conscience, and interchange. An arrogant person considers himself perfect. This is the chief harm of arrogance. It interferes with a person's main task in life, becoming a better person. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. He never chooses an opinion. He just wears whatever happens to be in style. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience, not from our mental resolution to try a new form of life. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. Truth, morality, and human nature. All happy families resemble one another. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Boredom, the desire for desires. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, 2 and 2 do not make 6. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. The chief difference between words and deeds is that words are always intended for men, for their approbation, but deeds can be done only for God. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold. War, government, and social power. All violence consists in some people forcing others, under threat of suffering or death, to do what they do not want to do. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one has asked them. I sit on a man's back, choking him and making him carry me, and yet assure myself and others that I am very sorry for him and wish to ease his lot by all possible means, except by getting off his back. In all history, there is no war which was not hatched by the governments. The governments alone, independent of the interest of the people, to whom war is always pernicious, even when successful. The law condemns and punishes only actions within certain definite and narrow limits. It thereby justifies, in a way, all similar actions that lie outside of those limits. War is so unjust and ugly that all who wage it must try to stifle the voice of consciousness within themselves. We must not only cease our present desire for the growth of the state, but we must also desire its decrease, its weakening. Art, nature, and expression. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. Art is not a handicraft. It is the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. Music is the shorthand of emotion. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. To say that a work of art is good, but incomprehensible to the majority of men, is the same as saying of some kind of food that it is very good, but that most people can't eat it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Wisdom and Well-Being for more.